So, where is Yu-Gi-Oh sitting here for early October 2023? Make sure you guys smash the crap out of that subscribe button so you guys don't miss out on more Oz content. So, Yu-Gi-Oh right now is finally feeling like it's jump-starting itself. Alright, we went through our ban list last month. The list was very subpar. Let's call it what it is. I mean, it did what it needed to do. It needed to blow Raya's heart off of the face of the planet. But the format felt very stale. We slammed on in to Age of Overlord here. Pre-sales, we saw set spoilers, and now the market is restarting itself. People are not happy with the price points and rarities because, understandably, I mean, SP Little Knight and a lot of these other cards being out of the budget player's range until, fall 2024 is not sending a easy taste in people's mouth. But budget options are on the horizon here, all right? We have Rarity Collection. We know that this is coming. This has been fabled to be the craziest set of the year. And I'm a little bit skeptical because I think too many people put too many eggs into the basket of this set and left Age over here to just fall off. But who knows, reprinting things versus new cards that you need to actually play the game. I can see an argument for either or, but those 79 reprints are coming. And we've immensely felt the impact of we're going to reprint these into oblivion, and that's fine. It's only 79 cards out of over 10,000 possible cards in the set that they're going to make more available to the player base. That's good, all right? You want players... Before Age, the game was getting affordable, and then they slam you with the Abel Star, the Horus stuff, and all that, and now all the engines are crazy expensive. They created their value. But over here on the other side of it, with Rarity Collection, you're seeing the exact opposite. You're seeing this generation of new players wanting to come into the game and do that. It's a pretty interesting balance of things. So... Metagame. Is the metagame getting... Is it fresh? Is it exciting? Well, here's the thing. The TCG has been striving to make a format that feels like all of these different decks can keep up with each other. I feel like every time I make one of these State of the Game videos, we're like, yeah, there's 10 to 15 viable decks. I actually sat down. There's a top 10 decks. There's a top 10 rogue decks, and you can do well with any of those 20, give or take 1 to 2 more that I might have missed. But you have to remember, with the rogue section, I mean, you're not going to be consistently doing better. I mean, there is a hierarchy of decks and, the power creep in the game. It does exist. I mean, it amazes me that people all decks are made. No, they're not made equal. All right, there would be strictly things that some deck has that another deck doesn't have that makes it, guess what? Drum roll, please. It is better. That's right. Now, on topic of the metagame, the explosion of tier elements. Even though out of the last event, tier was kind of looking around going, hey guys, I have the highest representation. Tier, even though a majority of the player base doesn't like the deck, it plays like Modern Era Lightsworn. And there are people that love the way that deck plays. And I'm not to say that the deck is totally impossible to master or do your play lines, but the deck's RNG is kind of crazy, and that's what people want to be able to play that. People want to be able to have fun with that. I think in the current incarnation of the deck is fine in terms of where it's sitting in terms of numbers. I know that's going to be a hard thing to swallow, or a few things people will be like, no, Robbie, tier needs to go. I think it's fine at this point. I think with the way that the game is right now, it's just one more deck. Yeah, it had a slightly higher representation because, you shifted into the new format, or Rise Heart's not here. People will be wanting to play this because it is that slice of old fun, you know, and all the old Lightsworn players get the chance to play mill turbo. So, to answer the question, yes, tier's still here. Well, how's the rest of the meta looking? Like I said, we have a top 10 and a top rogues video coming that we'll talk about that. But honestly, I think the meta feels a little bit more fine. It's definitely a lot better. Now, on the topic of sealed product. Wow. Duelist Nexus is still garbage. Who would have guessed that? I actually think the only decent sealed products that have kind of withstood the test of time feels like Magnificent Mavens from last year, honestly. And, well, the Purely set was that Amazing Defenders, because Hydrant is just crazy. All of the crazy value that you get with Purely Hydrants. You guys remember when we looked at Amazing Defenders in the very early stages and we're like, yeah, this set's dog. Nobody wants to buy this. And then you turn around months later here and you've got these $40+ hydrants slamming the market. You have people so angry about this. You could have bought your Rescue Ace cores, guess what, when they were nothing. All right, it's the same thing. All right, you as a consumer have to make a decision. All right, that decision is, do I think that this is affordable? Would I be mad if the price point goes up? And, you know, do I want to have this core now? Or do you do the la-di-da-di-da, I'll buy it later? And then you get even angrier because you're procrastinating and you're like, I knew it. I knew it was going to go up in price. And then you point the invisible finger at everybody but yourself. Yeah, that's typically what's been going on. It's been a long story out here with the Rescue Ace stuff. And we've seen it time and time again, where there will just be a theme come out of nowhere. It will explode in terms of popularity, and people will be like, wow, you know, I hate this game. And it's like, no, things were cheap and affordable. You had your opportunity. All right. I don't know why I have to bring this up, but it's going to continue to happen again. All right. Now, further down the pipeline, we do have the Centurion set coming. I am very curious to see how Centurion is going to hold up in the TCG. You also get Memento and the other theme in that set. I'm telling you, Memento needs a Link 1. If you're looking at that set right now and you're thinking that this is going to be something crazy meta-relevant, not currently. I think we are sitting on version 2.0 of maybe the Purely stuff. Here's to hoping that Centurion actually gets something relatively cool that makes people go, wow, I want to get the chance to pick this up, all right? Or else that set's going to have a very hard time on the market. I also want to mention here, while we're talking about state of the game and pickup opportunities, the OCG Tokyo Dome event's coming up here. There are a lot of exclusive goods that are coming out in that event that are going to be very, very interesting to pick up. And I think a lot of people are going to miss a lot of opportunities. I was already reading some of my comment section for people going, no, I don't want to pick any of these up. They're OCG garbage. And it's like, I hate to tell you this, but people do like those goods. Those collector's items do go for a lot. It doesn't matter if they're stamped on OCG or not. People love the exclusive goods. All right, you've got to remember, once again, as a consumer, you have to make a decision. You know, is this product going to be for me? Is this something I want? There's a very interesting opportunity coming with that. If you can, you know, monitor eBay, take a look at some of the other outlets and things that you can see where you can possibly get these things. But I would keep an eye on that, honestly. In terms of state of the game, it's not all that often we get the chance to see very cool collector's items coming, but it's pretty cool. Outside of that, Yu-Gi-Oh! For the last couple months has felt very bad. And we are at a point now, or we've reached the point that we were expecting, where things are going to start to feel a little bit better. And as those things start to, you know, feel great, we'll have to wait and see how they tend to hold over, though, as we see the change kind of take hold here. But cheaper cards and more modern era staples. Oh boy, please leave a comment down below. Tell me what you guys think. I'll see your beautiful faces back here later in the day, guys. Peace.
Patrons!
Thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.